Hello, my name is Chris Palmer, and in this video, I'd like to share with you how you can get SEO clients for your agency. So I want to discuss exactly how you can go towards cold calling instead of running away. Now, in the very beginning stages, I did tons of cold calling, especially for clients, for a very select industry. And yes, we had leads, but I had a lot of practice that I'd love to share with you today. So what I want to do is I want to go through some tips very quickly. I'll give you the pitch. You can readjust the pitch, but that's exactly what we're going to do today in this video. So first and foremost, the very first thing that you need, no matter what, take out your pen and pad. All right. This is what you need. You need to be specialized in an industry, at least when you're on the phone. So that's step one. Write that down. You have to be specialized in an industry. For this example, we're doing roofing. Okay. Roofing is the industry. I'm the specialist for this industry. I only work in this industry. That's step one. Step two, you need to know your numbers. What numbers do I need to know? You need to know search volumes, and you need to know what is your industry's conversion rate for websites. Why? Because we need to weave facts into an emotional pitch. We need to be able to touch on both sides of the pitch. Emotional, logical. Why? Because really at the end of the day, that's the type of people that we're going to be interacting with, right? They're either logical thinkers or emotional. So that's two. Third tip, I should say. Know your numbers. So for the industry example that we're doing today, the industry standard is about 5, right? But a good one's 20 to 50%. So the numbers that I use for the pitch for the example is 6%. All right? Now, with that being said, you need to know who the leading competitors are. Why? Because your people who you're calling definitely are. Now, the next thing is you need to compile a very large list. Reason being is because you're going to hear no a lot. So get used to it. Do not get discouraged. Ever. You're going to hear no 99 times before you get a yes. You might only hear it 5 times before you get a yes. But remember this, write this down. Do not change the pitch. It is not you. As long as you are pitching with volume, enthusiasm, and excitement, and do not take no for an answer. Don't be pushy, but don't take no for an answer. Not meaning that you're going to keep rebuttaling, but do not take no for an answer as in, that's fine. Next person, please. Okay? So, remember that. You're going to hear no a lot of times. Know your numbers. Know your industry. All right. So for this example, we're going to do roofing. All right. The next thing is we need to know our numbers. General rate is about 5%. I marked it down as 6% because remember, you don't ever want to lie. You want to stay within the truth. Reason being is because they're going to double check. You don't ever want to get caught. You want to give them the best information, and you always want to remember you're there to help them. Okay. It's all about them. So the long story short of it is this, we've gone through, we've created our list of at least 200 leads for this potential industry. We know our numbers. We know that our conversion rate, as you can see, is this. We know that our leading competitors, just for sake of argument for this industry, what we're going to be pitching are these 1, 2, 3 people here. As we're compiling the list, we're just going right down the list and we're not stopping until we get the yes. The yes is going to be for us to discuss even more further. So I'd like to go through the pitch with you now. All right. I want to give you the pitch. I've been working on it a little bit. Okay. So that way you'll be able to have it. Now, as soon as I get done, we'll cover why there's particular things within the pitch. Now let's go ahead and begin. So let's just say that we got a prospect on the line. Hello, my name is Chris Palmer. How are you today? Great. I'll be very quick. I do not want to waste your time. I specialize in getting more leads and contracts for roofing companies just like yours from companies like Google and Facebook. You've heard of Google and Facebook, right? Great. So you know that your leading competitors, Golden Bird Roofing, Fabulous Roofing, and New York Roofing, are currently getting all of your leads, right? Well, yeah, I've heard of them. Okay, right, this is where it's going. Their websites are receiving 3,000 monthly visitors, and with a 6% industry conversion rate from websites in your industry, that is 180 customers that should be yours. You agree, right? Yes. So if you have 15 minutes, I'd love to show you on Skype exactly how I can help you start to get those customers back. Fair enough? So that's relatively good, I would think, right? No? You're going to get some gruff. You're going to get some pushback. You're going to hear no a lot of times. Remember, don't change the pitch. Just keep looking for the yes. That's it. So let me tell you why I say particular things. So in the very beginning, hello, my name is Chris Palmer, right? Always. That's why I even start my videos that way, because I've said that so many times. Hello, my name is Chris Palmer. The reason for my call, I used to do a different pitch, different industry. The open was a little different, but that's introduce yourself. And they'll be thinking, hey, do I know Chris Palmer? But as that's registering, you're already, how are you today? The reason why you're asking them how they are, or you can say, hello, my name is Chris Palmer. This is not a sales call, okay? That way you can get your first yes. The reason why you say right and you say okay is because you want them to be agreeing. Yes, 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 yes. So when I get down to the bottom and I say, hey, if you have 15 short minutes, I'd love to show you exactly how I can help your business start to get those leads back. Fair enough? Yes. You see what I'm saying? So that's why we're doing it that way. So I'll be very quick. Remember, they're probably snappy. They may have already hung up on you. But remember, do not get discouraged. Just keep going. Go to the next person. It's completely irrelevant. Who cares? Every no is a closer to the yes. Remember that part. Always. Every single time somebody says no, or anytime somebody calls you an idiot or anything negative, remember, when you finally get to the glory, it's going to be so much better, right? But now when you get to the end, you better know your stuff. You better have it laid out. So before you start pitching people, make sure that you have a presentation or something that you can show them to take them through exactly how you can help their business and why. And why should they do it from you, right? You need to be able to answer all of these questions, all of them. Now, generally, if they already have a website, they probably know a little bit about it. But in any case, so you've heard of Google and Facebook, right? Should be your third yes. Great. So you've heard of Goldenberg Roofing, Fabulous Roofing. This is 1, 2, 3 here. I'm assuming that this is the most well-known. I'd probably do a little bit more research. And New York Roofing, you've heard of them, right? Yeah. So you know that their websites are receiving 3,000 monthly visitors. And with a 6% industry conversion rate from websites, that's 180 customers that should be yours. Don't you agree? They might hang up on you there. You never know. But remember, always ABC, always be closing. Trying to get them to the end. That's it. Just keep pushing them to the end. Then once we can get down to the very end, so if you just have a brief 15 minutes, that's all it'll take. 15 quick minutes. I could just get 15 minutes of your time to hop on the Skype. I'd love to show you. Show you. Don't say teach. I want to show it to you. You're not schooling them. I'd love to show you exactly how I can help you regain your customers back. Fair enough? Fair enough. You know, as long as you were getting those yeses between, fair enough is it's not standoffish. It's very nice. It's smooth. Fair enough? Yeah, it is fair enough. Bang. Now again, you're going to hear no, 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 but eventually you're going to get the yes. Do not get discouraged. That's the pitch. I've read it 2 times. I'd run with this. Go make your list. Get 200 people. You're a roofer? I guarantee I've hit 200 of these people. And now let me give you this too. Don't chase your tail. You know, I want to talk to you about appointment setting now. All right. If you get to the appointment part, let me tell you this. I used to train guys on this. So the appointments is always, all right, a lot of people are going to have a million excuses, and that's perfectly fine. But I could do it right now, or I could do it in 2 hours from now. What time's better for you? And don't say anything. Sit there and wait. I can't do it. Okay, I could do it later tonight or tomorrow morning. What's better for you? And then don't say anything. Right? Just sit and wait. Now, if they can't get on the phone with me tonight, anytime tonight, I'm going to give it to them. Literally, you probably want to go every 2 hours. Go 2 hours. So if I'm calling at and you're not allowed to call past 9 o'clock. That's a rule, right? But you could call businesses during the day. You're allowed to call them during the day. Do not call after 9, though. It's against some rules, But go 2 hours by 2 hours. So if you're calling at 4, you could say, I could jump on with a 15-minute call right now or at 6 o'clock. What time's best for you, right? And if they don't say anything, okay, I could do 8 o'clock or I could do 9 o'clock. What time's better for you? And then if they don't have that, then move on till tomorrow. But don't go farther out. Don't book anything else. It's now or never, that's it, and then move on to the next prospect. All right, so my name is Chris Palmer. If you have any further questions related to cold calling, specifically for this industry, right? If you have any questions about how to get clients by cold calling, if you have questions about SEO, digital marketing, Facebook ads, really anything at all, always feel free to go ahead and ask me in the comments below, and I most certainly look forward to seeing you in the next How to Get SEO Clients for Your Agency video. Have a blessed day. I'll see you in the next one. So I had to redo that video. I was watching the other one and it was broken up. I was completely sick from my former glory. So I had to do it again. Make sure it was done right. Because I didn't like the way it came off. I wanted to make sure it was a little bit more crisp. But I gave a lot of tips in the other one. And another tip that I want to give you now, but my dog is outside. Give me 1 second. Sometimes he wraps around the banister out there and he gets stuck. I'll be right back. Why are you jumping back like that? Jeez, I'm not mad. So funny, he is. So that was absolutely nice advice, brother Chris. How you doing, brother? I'm doing phenomenal. Absolutely great. I couldn't do much better than this. I was asked to cover this a few times, so I'm glad that I was able to get that out there. Some other tips, remember that part too. You need to always believe in your heart and know it for a fact that if they were to go anywhere else, they'd be doing themselves a disservice. You need to know that you offer the best service, and you really need to, whatever you're offering, it should be it should be the best, or at least to you, it's the best. That's about it. So, I think that's it. It's not going to be a Q&A. That's it. That's the information. I wanted to give you the pitch. There's nobody on, so I'll give it one more time. No, actually 2 times is fine. That should be enough. I think you guys got it. So it's been an absolute pleasure. Kazi, great to have you on. Dale, good to hear from you. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you in the next one. Have a wonderful day. I'll see you next. Bye-bye.